So this is part 2 of the Pilot Edge 540 78-inch build video here that I'm doing. So a couple things. All the components, I noticed, have this little sticker on it, or stamp, I guess, a rubber stamp, showing that it's gone through a QC process. And after looking at this thing, looking it over, each component, there is not a blemish, not a wrinkle, just nothing. This is good stuff. I mean, it looks like a really quality built ARF, and so far so good. I'll kind of work from front to back some of the features that I noticed. The first one is the holes that are already marked. This one for the DLE 35RA, and then also included is templates for a DLE 30, and then there's a DA 35 template for mounting your gas engine of your choice to it. Inside, it's pretty cool. They have the fuel tank in here. It's already mounted and plumbed and in place and just ready to get plumbed up to the engine. Once that's mounted on there, every lightning hole possible is cut out of this thing. I mean, it is definitely minimally built. And to be honest, this is the first true 3D plane for me at this level, so pardon me if I'm a little bit starstruck by the quality of this thing. But anyways, all the joints, the glue joints and that look good, but I'm still going to go and wick a little thin CA in all of them just to make sure that everything's good and solid wherever I can reach, which is pretty much with the canopy off. It gives you a lot of access to it. Included in here are the pull cables for the rudder, and I mean, that's pretty much it. And then working your way to the back, there's just, I mean, it's not a lot to talk about, but you can kind of see there's just no wrinkles. It's just really nice. And I'm not sure how they do this, if it's printed on here or what. It doesn't feel like a sticker. There's no edge to it, but there's a little texture change to it, to the graphics that are on here. So, but they look phenomenal. So it's just a nice looking plane. I'm pretty excited about it. Some of the other things that I've noticed that I like, and I got the parts kind of laid out here, sorry, I just pulled it all out of the box, is a lot of the hinging's pre-done. So the rudder comes just like this, it's still in the bag, and all the hinges are already glued into that half. So I only have to glue the other half when I mount it to the fuselage. The wings and the horizontal stabilizer are pretty cool too. They're all glued and hinged together, okay? And then they go one step further, and if you can see there, the hinges on the inboard and outboard ends are pinned. So they're not going to pull out of there at all. The middle ones aren't, and I don't think that's necessary. So just like I said, the inboard most hinge and the outboard hinge on both the wings. Again, everything just looks great. I mean, you can see it's just a sharp looking finish. The nuts for holding the wing into the fuse are here, wing tube hole, the string for your servo leads for aileron controller there, and again our little QC stamp is present as we see here. Carbon fiber anti-rotation pins or locator pins, whatever you want to call them, are on there in standard. So and then again our horizontal stabilizer again with the pinned hinges, which is just, that's cool, because that's how I like to do my hinges anyways, because you know we don't want those pulling out. They send a little bag of scrap coverings, you know, for patching up little dings and dents and holes and whatever. So that's pretty cool in the standard colors, which I believe these are Aura Cover and or Ultra Coat covered. So I can probably find the colors if I need to elsewhere. Moving through the pack of stuff, which isn't that much, there's a carbon fiber spinner, which is supposed to match the edge, the full scale one. That's kind of a longer, pointier looking spinner in that, but it looks to be good enough for what it is. The wheel pants look just rock solid and just well painted. They seem to match the covering very well. carbon fiber landing gear, which is cool. And here's kind of a cool thing that I really thought dresses the plane up. And I understand it doesn't fly as well with these, but for just showing off to, you know, for the pictures and whatnot, and maybe to your buddies at the club that you're not trying to go hardcore, these winglets, they go on the tip, man, and they just look cool. It does not come with flat side force generators, so I may make a set of those that can mount in the same way that the winglets mount. So I think that's something that I'll probably do for performance reasons, but for just kind of yanking and banking and having a good time, this is going to be a cool look. And I'm told, and what I've read, it flies fine without these. It flies better without these from a 3D standpoint. So we'll see how that goes from there. Let's see. The other thing that it comes with is obviously the carbon fiber wing spar, and then the spar for the horizontal stabilizers, which is also carbon fiber. And then lastly, there is the big bag of hardware, which has a pretty robust tail wheel and adequate main wheels, which, you know, whatever, the wheels are wheels. But it looks like I've got the axles in there, all kinds of goodies. And I believe, yes, it comes with a fuel dot, so it's got that. And looks like a lot of linkages and rods and whatnot in there, so probably everything that I need to go. Like I said, it seems to be really complete, and a lot of the pain in the butt stuff is already done. So those hinges being pre-glued, you know, that's just nice. It's easy in terms of an ARF, because if I'm going to get an ARF, I want an ARF. So that's where we're at with this. So the next ones will be, I mean, we all know how these things bolt together and all that stuff, or at least I hope at this point. So that's kind of self-explanatory, but it'll kind of be more about, you know, the setup, servo selection, things like that. You know, what engine I end up putting on it, which is still kind of up in the air. But so far, so good. I'm very pleased with the quality, and if this thing flies half as good as it looks, I'll be as happy as it can be. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys stay tuned, or this helps someone out. If you got any questions or comments or anything like that, please post them up, send me an email, whatever. Happy to trade notes and ideas. You know, again, I'm not, you know, the hardcore 3D guy. I'm just trying to learn this stuff like probably a lot of you are. So feel free to banter back and forth, and we'll see how this thing goes. Thanks a lot.